entertain everyone out there, especially the youth. Today is Thursday, the 5th day in the month of November in the year 2020. Time check, 17 minutes past the hour 1. Tell a friend that we are live. Today is going to be another interesting educative session as we educate ourselves on what causes some factors of having thought of committing suicide. Why do people have such thoughts? What are some of the factors that pushes them to think of suicide? How do we help such people? So join us in the discussion today by sending in your comments, your contributions, and we'll gladly read them. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook and YouTube and the online radio boards at Premier FM Ghana. When you tune in, share, comment, like, subscribe, and stick and stay. So today we'll be looking at suicide, and we have an expert, a mental nurse, who is going to educate us on the topic for discussion. We'll be taking a phone interview with him. They can stay, still use Avenue Live here in the studios of Premier FM. Thank you for staying tuned. Sigismund, good afternoon to you too. Yes, it's been long. We miss you online. Whistler is giving you a smile here. We miss you so much. I hope everything is going well. You are doing well. Join us in the discussion this afternoon. Let's hear your thoughts. Why you think people will think of committing suicide? Thank you all for listening online, for watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. Like I said, today is going to be interesting, educative. So stick and stay, don't go anywhere. Time check, 21 minutes past 1. We are still live in the studios of Premier FM. Premier FM, power to the nation. So we are moving on to our discussion segment where we are taking a phone interview with a registered mental nurse from Asinfo. So stay with us. It's going to be interesting. You can send your contribution. Be part of the conversation this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. 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 Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, unze wafom. Hello, unze was.
Baby, I'm never young man, yeah, worry. I'm one from worry. Asiam Casio. Walking the crowd up.
You are still listening to Youth Avenue, the Lantern Show, which seeks to educate, inform, and entertain. Time check, 31 minutes past the hour, and we are still live. Do me a favor, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live. It's Youth Avenue, the educative, informative talk show in GH. We are going to our discussion segment. Stay and stay. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you too?
By the grace of God, we are doing well. Glad to have you once again this afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Glad to have you and welcome to Premier FM, the Youth Avenue show.
Oh, thank you, madam. And good afternoon to your lovely listeners who day and day are tuning into Premier FM to listen to us.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so today, like I said, we want to look at suicide. And since you are a registered mental nurse, we want you to educate our viewers and listeners on the topic for discussion. So if you are ready, we are ready as well.
Okay.
So first of all, can we know what suicide it's all about? What is suicide? When we say suicide, what is it?
Okay, when you say suicide is a direct self-purposeful action taken by a person to end his own life.
Can you come again, please? Can you speak louder?
Suicide is a direct self-purposeful action taken by a person to end his own life. In other words, it's self-imposed death stemming from depression. So meaning the individual or the fellow who is causing the suicide or doing the act is intentionally doing that thing to kill or to harm himself.
Hello, Bennett.
Yes, madam.
Can you please position yourself where the line is breaking? We can't hear you clearly.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so
hello, is it okay now?
Yes, I think it's okay, but you need to project. Can you speak louder?
Okay, I said suicide is a direct self-purposeful action taken by a person to end his own life.
Okay.
In other words, it's self-imposed death stemming from depression, meaning the individual causing that act is intentionally doing that thing to kill him or herself.
Okay. So
yes.
it's a deliberate attempt for one. It's a deliberate attempt.
It's a direct self. Yeah. It means deliberate attempt. The person wants to kill or harm him or herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we look at some of the factors why people consider suicide or an attempt to commit suicide? What are some of the factors?
Explain something small about it, and then I'll add up with the factors contributing to the suicide. Something is direct self-destructive behavior. That's an example of the suicide. It's a direct self-destructive behavior, meaning the individual wants to kill him or herself, and this self-destructive behavior can either be direct or indirect. When you say something is self-destructive behavior, meaning you know the risk or the implication behind attached to that thing, so you are doing it to harm or to cause something to yourself. So it can be direct or indirect. Example like smoking. You know, at long run you are going to cause cirrhosis of the liver or cause some holes in your liver. Yes, so you keep on doing that. Drinking of alcohol and then refusal of food. All these ones or the ones I've mentioned right now are indirect ones, and then the direct one is what? The suicide I'm talking of. And then when you say attempted suicide or suicidal attempt, it's a suicidal act that either failed or was incomplete, meaning the individual wants to cause the suicide but he was not able to accomplish it successfully or meet that target. So suicidal attempt or attempted suicide. Then when it comes to the factors leading to suicidal ideas or suicidal intentions, when the individual feels hopelessness, so nipano like feeling hopelessness, and then when there is terminal illness, then people are labeling him, people are stigmatizing him. It may even end up the fellow killing him or herself. And then when there is what? Rejection. They are rejecting the peninsula. Suicide. When there is frustration can also lead to what? Suicidal ideas or suicidal attempts. And then labeling. When you label the individual or stigmatize the individual, when the person feels boredom, like them ideas and also attempts to either abandon continuous failure, and then inability to accept the grieving process. We have some grieving permission, so nipa obi ba be wu and also be free at as far as so there are stages be or ma onipa no then of course stages, so inability to accept that stages, the grieving process, that denial, anger, bargaining, depression and acceptance. If you anyway grieving process now, so nipa no entumi ahead accept that process now, it will end up in what? Suicide. And then unemployment can also lead to what? Suicide. If I have to explain myself clear and then you have understand me all.
Yes, I have, but okay, all right. So, but can we term people that have suicidal thoughts as crazy people? Can we say that they are mostly people that are crazy in the mind?
Okay, to put myself right, we don't say crazy people, but they are what? Mentally challenged.
Okay.
Mentally challenged.
Okay.
So when an individual can term as what? Mentally challenged, when he's having all these problems and he's going through a lot, isn't that the individual or the fellow may be termed as what? Challenged or mentally ill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so can we say that it's only people with mentally health challenges that consider suicide?
Not necessarily all those having mentally challenged or who are facing psychiatric problems may commit suicide, but some may also have terminal illness, just as I mentioned as the factors. You know, if someone is having a terminal illness, it can be either DM, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, a lot, cancer, a lot of conditions. And then if the individual sees that people are labeling him, people are pointing fingers on him, people are saying a lot of things about him or her, isn't that it may lead that fellow to what? Commit the suicide, please.
Okay, all right, interesting. Do you think that how are you able to identify that this particular person is thinking or having suicidal thoughts in his mind? How is it able to be able to trace it, to be able to identify it with an individual? What are some of the things, the indicators, the signs that you can look out for, or you can be able to see clearly that okay, this person might be considering suicide?
Okay, one may see some things, or one may identify or do, and also they show some actions there. I bet you say, hey, no, you cannot person on here then on committing suicide, and he's having that idea for attempt. Maybe bet you now, you say withdrawer. He's withdrawn from his family members or peers. The individual may be they may be loss of what? Personal interest. There may be self-mutilation. Verbalization of the act may also be a factor. The people may say, oh, me person me committee, and I say me free at as far as official, and then the sleep pattern to what also change. Refusal of food, gestures indicating suicidal tendencies, unexpected or decrease in daily functioning, destructive coping mechanisms, and then there may be previous suicidal attempts. Others may be verbal clues, such as individual giving what. Some may be non-verbal clues, like giving away possessions. Most of the time, if you need or the better giving out. The person is what? Identifying some signs of suicidal ideas, and then only person making and also making some statements. He said, I can't take it anymore. I wish I'm dead. It's okay now. Soon everything will be fine. So these are some of the statements an individual or someone portrays, and also nipa no better than and other maybe then you see it in the statements that this individual or this fellow have suicidal tendencies or suicidal ideas.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Do you think that these signs or some of these ideas, thoughts is preventable? Do you think it's easy to prevent it, or can we manage such ideas
definitely we can do that. So let's talk of something small about ways of you committing the suicide, and then we come back to the prevention or means of you
absolutely.
One may cause suicide by hanging him or herself, by suffocating, self-shooting, jumping from a height, and then jumping into a moving vehicle, stabbing him or herself, drug overdose. So nipa no betumi ayɛ ayɛ saa nneɛma wei na ne fi ɔde ayɛ den ɔde ekunu ebi wɔ ne fɛn sɛ membu boy now so there are many ways a obi so betumi ayɛ den ahange ne ho. There are a lot of ways people kill themselves with, but these are just some small ones. And then when you go to the prevention or means by which suicidal ideas can be cared of, we have education on suicide and its effect. So when we educate the general public on suicide and its effect, it may relieve the individual from causing that. And then set patient item, and I say the individual's item. And then again, I'm saying you need a bit of hope. You say so other sir in your media or give any possessions just anyhow, and then he complain or talks of can't take it anymore, then soon everything will be fine. I wish I am dead. Then and there, I say, young course, no fear, young checking possessions, normal or one, young checking, maybe he or she may be hiding certain things out there of which he may use to take off his or her life. And then keeping harmful materials away or out of reach of the individual. And then engaging patients in hurt or clients or individuals in activities. Then again, I said, obi oho yenjai omo ya isolate ya hu infi omo hu yen lebu dem enkof yen discriminate ta enkof no o say den na yen chi omo ben yen chen say na be ya they may be also think that people care about them, and then they will be joining the outbringing themselves or partaking in daily activities. And then recreational activities, we don't say football, a lot of things are yet termed as recreational, able to hide and achieve for fulfill them committing the suicide or having the intention of taking their life. And then encourage family members to establish a trusting relationship with the individual. Then the Ebiano Obi near them attempt and so new ideas now. You better say, you better sa onipan abayeho, you better do the next year is right and you trust, because each and everybody needs somebody. Obi here Obi. It is a then I say, you in comfortable, you want young or Mumbai and China, it may end up with him or her committing the suicide. And then counseling of individual who wants to commit the suicide can also be a preventive measure. And then people should always live in safe environments or serene environment. So you should sign a way now, and then ever buana you get to me. You see, suicidal ideas are not fine.
Okay, thank you so much. But with the education, don't you think that talking about it more often or most of the times rather encourages such thoughts or ideas? Don't you think that that would rather encourage such thoughts?
Please, for the little idea I know, I may end up saying it's no, because Obia here Obi. It is education can be in so many forms. Even talking on radio, talking on television, they are all forms of what education. Going to the fellow or the individual one-on-one is a means of education. It is a watch on where Philippa in temper, and then them ageno and I say the more ideas no abanipano film, because they be on no kwana siwo why boredom obia why lonely obia anchene ho anaso obia anka ne ho enkwa ne nchen. For someone to even kill that fellow, maybe over committing homicide, and I say suicide, very, very likely for the fellow to do by say you say one in chain, and I say the make and I say educating him. It is very hard for people to go and harm the fellow or him harming him or herself. Okay. I have answered you clearly.
Okay. Before you, I'll take your general advice. Let me go to the studio. We have Kwame Amo and Priscilla. I don't know if they have questions for you concerning suicide.
Okay.
Okay. You guys, Any questions for Mr. Bennett?
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, thank you for all you said so far. But I wanted to ask that. So, what if you have a friend, you know to be very jovial, chatty. The person talks a lot, but in recent times, the person doesn't like coming in the midst of people. They don't want to mingle with others, and you have tried to at least come forward and talk to them, but they still don't want to open up to you. And you have you sense that they want to harm themselves, but they deny it. How do you go forward with that? How can you get a person to open up and at least admit that they want to hurt themselves or something?
Okay, there are so many approaches for you to go to a person. If you're going to talk to the person, the individual don't want it, you can even bring on board some games. Friends, Ebiana, oh, Casanquano, and to me, and you free attention and ideas now or war on one. Ebiana, fast part, making concussion, Ebiana, and any better them pana. Never look be and concussion if the individual or it will keep the individual from me for him or her driving you away from him and I say, on huna, and then she bet me I then abwine. If I was an answer or well.
Okay. Now, suicide, can it be hereditary?
It's hardly to be hereditary or genetic factor, but the causes, most of the causes of psychiatric condition is idiopathic. The rare cause is unknown, but certain things can contribute it to. The causes of most of the psychiatric condition is idiopathic. They are unknown.
Okay.
But certain factors can trigger and I say eventually a precipitating emasa in yamanama hiding. Abba. Because I say your family mu your home konipem, we are always hot, depressed, baby son and never way now and eventually a day ideas and suicidal tendencies no hiding. Abba. My church for me and as a what my here.
Okay. Gracias.
Okay,
my main following and twas down patrol. In case of say, I in church the brave boy about you want it, a foot to the brave boy want it, one family maybe. Na copian so say, one woman drew bunny. Emma or Shannon qua that moment is encoded in your train. I did be able to near that boy so messina. Like some revenue as a gay biakon. In that case, you may then bear the one.
Okay, talk what you obi say or act one. And I say, Nako, young boy, and now we're taking a life by now, so I then ring to me and taking a life. And I may say your friend attempted suicide. If attempted suicide or suicidal attempt is the suicidal act that the individual failed or was incomplete. You cannot enter me then and say them act no and I will rescue. When to me and yet more be rescue no. Now them no so no. Kwaya ebe fast on himself. Oba ka say anything. So we see at your four after so kasa sorry kasa na obe to me obi then. Only you cannot kasa at that instant and at that time no. Na kasa ben ebi ni say ebiana na ka ufi at your four after so na ka hwan po na raba won China oni wa yeden enu akasa na se ufi ata fasa so a da certain things you ma me sense oni panimpo ebia na onhu na so sisi e wo yeden wo ka kire no se ni echu no na se kwan po be fa so etie nimpo no enye den enye enkofo so adwen be ka se ebia na eye case bi ana se eye disgrace to their family and I said the community as a whole. If there are certain things you maybe I'll be catching the panel, who say everyone will see at the father to simple and nature and yes, and I said means of him to be buried and I saw mobile burial no and yet proper no and I better say, and I didn't mean for fine, Papa, to make your meeting. Again, I remember funny, and I said, between them, the new theater, and I think of Kuku Becker, a chest in Pune, a beach and I Kuku, and I take your life in Suddenly, I had a cut off, and I say, and then the disgrace your family will be going to the community, will be going to be what cared of.
Yeah, but me put you. What's the first and I debut your friend out of Wusi? Yeah, like say, Limpan will fuck him. That's what it is. Yeah, I have a sample from a million and the door. Yeah, why say young Koffers idea number now and bought. Timonifu mesa ba ya obi ko fa ne bra ifin se mo beka se no nti mi wa mesu ya bekwa akwada da me wo bala so na ade ni bia na no mo mu kakra
mo da se ni na be ma Mr. Amu me pa so se mi ka fa ni mo ni ka se so a wo beka sa se mo impo atre nipa no e be ma ideas na na se plan na na ka wide and wa fa na na ko pe on committee suicide ni e be you know se me be ya wo beka se so we start way and answer na kasa atia obabe committee e san say obabe tu sunu ama eji we sa na ka wanya obe fa so mbe so iwe tini bom enye papa no ana so mbe tu adeda wi samu ebi a family kwan hu e be ye ni pe obe ka say kwa ko hye na ade ye ku ya so many ways sa e bia na ka obe fa so I'm be see any power committee suicide no na so enye feniti no onipa no so on pese ebeye sa obi apese ebia na ya kase oyin ti lo mi de ba osia de ti be de ebeye sa na kwa ya obe fa so ebe de dan no ana ye de sie no ti di nice ana se ebeye feniti no obi apese owu kwan a e de e fa so a etene eni ti na so onipa be wu fa ewo giving process a obe de obe kom me kase yewo denial acceptance, bargaining, and so on and so forth. If you na account I ever contribute na only pan ebe kinya eden. Ebe obetri no free sa kwan no so. What's my here?
I change your answers.
Okay. One more question.
I heard that attempting suicide is a crime in Ghana, right? Attempted suicide. Attempted suicide, it's a crime.
Yes, please.
So when somebody is met like that, how do they face the law? Because the person is already going through a lot. They want to kill themselves. They are depressed, and then you arrest them for that. Is that not maybe
an additional?
Yeah, to even worsen their case. What do they do to such people?
If someone wants to commit suicide or attempt suicide, and as I say, the first onipana. So yenja onu kwa na se yenfo onu kwa na enkonkotu siafe na so then na eni better than ebekọ ne ho. It may even end up the fellow going to a psychiatric ward and say asylum ama eni ayeden akọ no ama sa ideas na opese on committee sa suicide no ayeden efifi nu aya necessary so nipa na ya twenu no ya de sa kan no ato ne so no anasa ya twenu no Kinsina ya didn't go prison and I didn't go police station. There are so many processes or better or best film. I won't say a young media, but in at the long run, we don't say you can be didn't prefer for some process. You should be different. Say you charge order to say you of course can no can teach you the difference. Say 1 week in prison. If I say you the coward, kakranka or the coward. There 2 days room. Me can say obe could do 1 week in prison. But me they can't say man say you could do 10 years in prison. About big kaka award was first for some process. You know, he say in for some point you could also taking life and answer other killing you. What's my here?
Aye.
Okay. Benetta, we have one question from our viewers online. See if you can take this one. Lawrence Lamte says that how do you help one who rejects help in times when they are having suicidal ideas? How do you reach out to people who would reject your help? You know, sometimes to say can one of the causes on unemployment still. The youth of today are still facing unemployment. It is obese and they are thinking of suicide. How do you get to help them, even if they refuse. Some of them will tell you that even by talking to them, it doesn't solve the problem. Still, we are going through unemployment. So how do you help such people when they refuse your help?
Okay, thank you very much. Some go to some are hospitalized, and at hospitalization or when they are sent to the clinic or the hospital, they go through a lot. Anchor for psychiatric hospital, there are a lot of people and as a client now occupational places. They say they be in San Gimania, the other non so though who is a client now, so they see I Sabia home if you know in San Gimadi to say how they see other Pami and as other teachers and as a dressmaking. Sunny or the show the palming for Boa, Sunny or the Yam for Boa, Dimo power, Chomusana, or go crops near the Adi 90, and what shall the pan so, or co order, Cincinnati said they do one at the bedding. The other man on so a lot they do a mobile film.
Okay.
You imagine put a client in your mouth with beer, cabbage, carrots near the Adi or Homa, or medical Jaso, Ecotoma, or Muyeska, so, hospital now, they get something to go home with.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Bennett, your general advice to the youth out there and to anyone watching us live on Facebook and YouTube about having such ideas, harnessing such ideas. Any advice to anyone thinking of committing suicide? How do we get them out of that thought? And also someone who have attempted before, how do we also encourage such person to keep on moving on and believe that life still goes on?
Okay. Suicide is a significant public health problem. An individual or each and everybody frequently encounter clients at risk for suicide in inpatient. Yeah, hospital, you think of one person coffee suicide and also community suicide. Or more in outpatient setting, or more and then those in the community, or more community, you think of one person or more community suicide. So no age group, no gender, no ethnic groups is protected from suicide. Everybody is at risk. That is why you need to be each other's keeper. When again, keep you. You say, "Nobody will be doing it." This is a committee, and I said, "The Nipano in that actor and tempera na ya reach Nipano with age because Obiala is not Obi. Obi so on the upper and no a bit Nama ever say, and I ever say Obi soon probably a beba."
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Bennett.
Thank you very much
for having you.
Everything.
Okay, have a lovely day.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been educative, informative. Thank you, Mr. Bennett 30 Texan, a registered mental health pharmacist for educating us on suicide or attempt of suicide, having suicidal thoughts. Let's be each other's keeper. Be there for someone. See signs that someone is thinking of committing suicide. Try talking the person out of that thought. Get closer. Let's be there for one another. Janet Nekita said and Miss Ayoko watching you here. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Loris Lampe, Sigismund, and anyone who likes, share. Thank you for watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. Restore Premier FM to the world. Tomorrow we have Rep Your School edition on Youth Avenue. So make a date with us tomorrow. It's time to go. It's going to be educative and entertaining at the same time. So you don't want to miss. Make a date with us. Make time with us live on Facebook, YouTube. As we see the school that takes the cup tomorrow. Last week it was Awudome Senior High, who took the gift and took the cup from his hands. Let's see who takes the cup away from Awudome Senior High tomorrow. It's been great. Benefit, he takes his thanks. Thank you. We love you for whatever you are doing. We love you too. Thank you so much. You are cherished viewers and listeners out there for always watching us live, listening online. We appreciate the comments, the contributions so far. God bless you all. Let's do the same time tomorrow, 12:30 to 2, as we wrap our schools. Remember, Youth Avenue was brought to you by Royal Media College School of Journalism, Media Studies and Languages. Royal Media College is certified, approved by Ghana Education Service, and also affiliated with ICM England. The good news is that admission is still open. You can come to the office at Question Man to pick up a form, or you can download online at www.royalmediacollegeh.com. For further information, call Royal Media College on 0244 611055 or 02756 11055. Remember, if you want to sponsor Youth Avenue, any other program on Premier FM, you can call Premier FM on 0244 627930 or 0244 627931. For all your advertisement needs, call Premier FM. Premier FM got your back. It's a solid brand who advertise your products and services for you. We deliver, we meet your expectations. Premier FM to the world. Premier FM power to the nation. Time check 3 minutes past the hour 2. And today has been Thursday, the 5th day in the month of November in the year 2020. Before we go, let me acknowledge our director, Nanedu Asante, our executive producer, Mr. Samuel Asante Nuro, and Nanedu Asante. God bless you for producing us and believing in us. And to our line manager, Ebenezer Jane Fee, my DJ Sikri, and also DJ Popular. And to my production team, Priscilla, Kwame Amu, Abajua the Great. God bless you all. If you listen, you share, you like. See you same time tomorrow, 12:30 to 2. We are repping our school. We are taking the cap away from Awudome. Up next is Salvation Eye. Stick and stay. It's bye for now. Have a blessed day.